Hole in the Wall is a project bringing computer access to children in rural India. Founded by Professor Sugata Mitra, who has observed children learning English and computer literacy at Hole in the Wall is a project bringing computer access to children in rural India. Founded by Professor Sugata Mitra, who has observed children learning English and computer literacy at an accelerated rate. From Mumbai, Human Wire correspondent Nargish Sinavala reports.
When Arun Chavan first came across a computer fitted in the wall, he was fascinated.
The children had seen computers for the first time and there was no adult supervision. We used to look at the desktop, we used to click here and there and see what happens, and we used to teach each other.
Hole in the Wall was started by Dr. Sugata Mitra, Chief Scientist at the National Institute of Information Technology. In 1999, he set up computers in slum areas and in remote villages all over India and allowed children to play on them.
The very first observation is that children very curiously, energetically and excitedly come to the computers. In many places, either within the first day or within the first 3 days, they would be using the Paint program.
Most of the children were poorly educated and knew almost no English. Yet they were able to use an English operating system, play games in English, and even surf the net.
There was one child who was completely illiterate and he used to work on a construction site nearby. And he was the smartest little guy there playing all those computer games. So I asked him how he does it. And he said that he knows that when he clicks on something that looks like this and is in this place, it gives him a certain action.
In Maharashtra, Hole in the Wall has handed over their learning centers to local schools. Most of these children have never used a computer before, but their teachers say they pick it up very fast.
8-10 दिन बाद हमने देखा कि हमसे भी ज़्यादा बच्चे अच्छे इसका यूज करते हैं.
After seeing how well the children were operating the computers, the teachers at this school convinced a non-governmental organization to set up a computer lab and hire a teacher.
Microsoft Office आम्हाला आपली फाईल बनवायला शिकवतात. पेंट करायला सांगतात. टायपिंग टेस्टमध्ये टायपिंग करायला सांगतात.
But even if they're left alone and given no training, children can be quite ingenious.
The kids came running to us one day while I was at the village and said that there is a big problem because the computer is hung. We went to the machine to see what had happened. What we discovered is one of the kids had taken a screen grab, a print screen of the desktop and put that as a wallpaper so as to fool other children that the computer wasn't working because the cursor was just standing right there and not moving. It may be, the way to protect my time on the machine, but it is ingenious nevertheless.
A decade after Hole in the Wall began, Chavan is one of their success stories. He's now doing a postgraduate degree in biology at the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. He hopes to do his PhD in genetics at Stanford or Cambridge. He says that Hole in the Wall played a role in his success.
It did play a role because it probably did not force me to decide what I want to do, but it actually showed me what all could be done.
Hole in the Wall inspired the novel Q&A, on which the Oscar-winning movie Slumdog Millionaire is based. This experiment has also been expanded to other developing nations. Finally, children growing up in poverty have a way of clicking open their potential and logging on to a brighter future.